I never speak on this type of topic on social media or any other platform for that matter. I am presenting this on behalf of a friend, for friendship is a sweet responsibility, never a fleeting opportunity. I have no doubts that my contribution in the grand realm of anything will likely have a limited impact. That is very few and far between. That being said, however, when an issue arises that warrants attention, not necessarily personally, not politically, not strategically, or based on partisan lines, but simply globally, it warrants some attention. I will not speak to specifics or to marginalized communities, to political preferences, interests, knowledge, empathy, sympathy, or opinions, those placed upon ourselves or those placed towards anyone else. The only message I want to contribute is this: walking a mile in another's moccasins means just that. There is no bias or expectations associated. Spending a few moments in someone else's shoes sounds generic, but in reality, it gives us all strength and dignity and ownership of where we stand. I would say my moccasins are small compared to where the rest of the world stands. All I can contribute is that my perspective on sociological evaluation begins in the self, expands to embrace the unknown, and yet still is able to question one's own environment, to question one's community, one's societal value system, and then where we all stand within a global context, where we stand with respect to humanity, a worldwide community, and culture that we should all be proud of and value. Presenting this on a public platform is rooted in the ever-important reminder to where my passion and heart stand. Sometimes taking on the big picture, regardless of what that means to any individual, seems to be way too much. So start in the micro, start with a step, ground yourself and your projection of those benchmarks one step at a time. I am the largest culprit of doing the opposite of this. I overwhelm myself with grand plans, to the point of paralysis. I am not preaching to anyone. If nothing else, I am preaching to myself. The majority of us have survived too many storms to be bothered by raindrops. Support what you believe in and do what your heart tells you is right. Anything, and I mean anything, that costs you your peace is far, far, far too expensive.
Leigh Blomgren speaks, her voice sincere, a message of peace for all to hear. Friendship calls a sweet refrain, a bond that rises beyond personal gain. Though her voice may scarcely reach a truth untold, she yearns to teach. No borders drawn, no partisan lines, no bias weaves through these designs. To walk a mile in another space grants us strength, dignity, and grace, compared to the struggles that echo through all. From self to world, let questions arise on value, culture, and humanity's ties. The big picture looms a daunting start, but change begins with a grounded heart. One step, one moment, one act of care brings light to shadows lurking there. Storms may rage, yet we endure. Peace is the compass, steady and pure. So here lay Blomgren now, her heart laid bare, a call to reflect, connect, and share. Guard your soul, let your heart decide. Anything costly to peace, set it aside. To walk a mile in another space grants us strength, dignity, and grace, compared to the struggles that echo through all. From self to world, let questions arise on value, culture, and humanity's ties. The big picture looms a daunting start, but change begins with the grounded heart. One step, one moment, one act of care brings light to shadows lurking there. Storms may rage, yet we endure. Peace is the compass, steady